It's April 22nd. I'm on my way out to the vegetable garden to plant my peas. I thought on the way I'd take a few clips of some of the nice spring flowers that are in bloom. This is muscari, or grape hyacinth. I started with just a few a number of years ago, and they just keep multiplying. I love the things. This is one of my many primroses. I buy these little things sometimes in the wintertime in a potted plant for the house, and just stick them out in the garden. They keep coming back year after year. The daffodils are really lovely this year. This and several other clumps about this size are off in a field that I used to keep mowed, but now it's grown up with blackberry and raspberry brambles. The daffodils just keep coming back year after year. Now, I'm planting two varieties of heritage peas. One is called tall telephone garden peas. That's the same variety that my father and my grandparents used to grow when I was a child. Very tall, lots of nice peas on the vine. And the second variety is called blue podded peas, which I've never heard tell of before. The pod is actually supposed to be blue, and the peas aren't for eating fresh or cooked as a vegetable. You're to dry them and use them in soup. My only concern is, when I opened the package and looked at the seeds, they're not green, they're brown. Does that mean I'm going to have a brown pea soup? I don't know. Anyway, both seeds came from Baker Creek heirloom seeds in Missouri. So they are old heritage heirloom varieties. The first thing that I do in preparing a cell in the square foot garden for planting is to add some good quality compost. I'm using a product called seafood compost. The bag that I had left over from last year. I really liked the way it performed for me last year, so I'm going to try it again this year, I guess. Take a good liberal amount and just work it into the top layer. Can't burn anything with compost. That's the wonderful thing about that. If it's properly composted, you haven't got to worry about anything burning your seeds or plants. Well, I won't continue on. Do the other three cells that I'm going to plant and then come back to you in a bit. Well, that's the seed, all evenly spaced. According to the square foot gardening book, 8 seeds to a cell, so that's what I've done. Next process, I guess, is just to gently poke them down into the soil a little bit. And just sort of firm it up. And the last thing I like to do is add a little plant tag, so when they come up, I'll know what's growing in that cell. Although I guess with these peas, once they started to develop, I'd be able to distinguish them by their color. The blue podded ones will certainly stand out in the garden. The last thing that I have to do at some point is put up some trellising for these tall peas to grow on, but I've got quite a bit of time left to do that in. I plan to use 2x4 lumber to make a frame 6 to 8 feet high, cover the frame with chicken wire for them to grow on. Hopefully that will work. These videos are being added to my blog. If anybody's interested in seeing the blog with the text and some still photos that go along with it, the blog address is dalecaldersblog.blogspot.com. And that appears in credits at the end of the video, so you can freeze frame there and write it down if you'd like to go see the blog. I guess that's it for today.